Good afternoon and welcome to the Business News and the debut episode of People Who Make a Difference. I'm your host, Jamie Lee. Today we visit my hometown of Shawano, Wisconsin to talk with local grocer and humanitarian Charlie Harvey and his family. Charlie's County Market, a long-standing grocery store here in Shawano. Charlie, nice to meet you.
Well, nice to meet you too.
Not to meet you, we've known each other for years. What am I talking about?
Still nice to meet you again.
Still nice to meet you again. So how long have you had the grocery store?
This one right here?
Yes.
I can't remember.
This building you've been in for 11 years.
11 years.
11 years in this building, but you had the country store prior to that, and then the family had 4 grocery stores at one point, going back probably to the 70s, where we started. Grandpa started in Tigerton.
So speaking of family, I'm also surrounded by Charlie's family. We have his daughter Kelly, his son Peter, so the whole Harvey family has been instrumental in the grocery business here in Shawano. Charlie, this show is called People Who Make a Difference. So when you were a young kid, did you always want to be a grocery guy?
No, I kind of fell into it a little bit. My wife's grandfather had the grocery store in Tigerton, and I was going to be a teacher, which I can't teach anybody anything.
Well, you obviously must, because you have great employees here and a very successful business. So when you started it, what were some of the tips for a new person getting into business that would make it successful? Besides just the business part, what other things did you put into it?
Well, winning is important in business, and you have to know what the competition's doing. So you got to know who you're playing. It's just like a sport. Very similar to football, basketball, anything. You got to pay attention to what the competition's doing and find their weakness and beat them. It's just like a sport, grocery business.
Throwing apples and oranges instead of footballs.
Right, but it's the same, and it's how you take care of customers is the biggest thing.
Right, and that's what this segment's all about, because you guys have been instrumental in helping the community outside of the store. Kelly, tell us about some of the things your dad has taught you and some of the lessons and strategies to help beyond the grocery store.
No, I think it is our community involvement that drives our business here, because obviously we have other places in town that people could be shopping at, but I think it's the work that we do out in the community that helps bring them back here, whether it be Dad being involved with the park downtown, where Mom and Dad donated some money for that because they thought it was important, to our red barn that we have out front, where all summer long, all the way through the end of September, we have different groups there. To, you know, I've gotten involved in some different groups in town, whether it be Safe Haven, Big Brothers Big Sisters, but kind of being part of that, because it really definitely helps us make us a part of the community, and then they in turn come back and shop with us.
And people feel that here in town. You can always see the Harvey family at fundraisers, like you said, at public events, and you guys always have a smile on your face. You're always willing to go that extra mile to bid. So how do you always stay so positive?
Well, it's a great town. We're lucky to be here and lucky to have the business here. Okay. You know, so that makes it easy to come and do it every day and try and make that difference.
Peter, what are you most proud of your dad and the business now as a legacy moving forward? What are some of the things that you're going to take with you into the future?
I don't know. I guess he had me in the store probably when I was 7 years old, stacking soda and everything like that. So
Hard
it's
work.
taught me a lot,
you
know. And we deal a lot, dealing with local people, local apples, local potatoes, quality. Quality always wins.
And I love the local aspect, because it makes a difference when people come together in a small town, have their gifts and their talents, being a grocer, whatever that talent is, and serving.
Yes.
Speaking of serving, overall, how do you serve? How do you serve this community, Charlie?
Well, number one, I can't expect the community to take care of Charlie if I don't take care of the community. So it's the one hand washes the other. I love going to the fair and seeing these kids with their animals and stuff. And actually, there's so many organizations that I deal with, and Kelly and all of us deal with, and we help all the organizations with their fundraisers and everything. And the only way to gain is to give.
The only way to gain is to give.
Where does he come up with this?
I love that. That's why he's so successful. Now we're outside by the famous Red Barn. In the summer, this place is pumping. I know it's really fun to come here and get a cheap hamburger and brat, but most importantly, it serves a lot of organizations in town. Tell us more about the concept of this.
Yeah, it serves a lot of organizations. It started in the old store with an actual little red barn outside the store, and when Charlie decided to move here, he built it right in, which made things so much easier. But we open it up at the beginning of April. We finish the end of September. We have 2 groups a week, so each group gets 3 days. Granted, weather can mess with some of them sometimes, but for the most part, they come in, we stock it for them, we put all the stuff in there, they just got to come in, cook the burgers and brats. We got the Nescos for them, and try and make it as easy as possible for them to make some money for their groups.
So it's like church groups, Boy Scouts.
We got
youth groups,
everything. Yeah, we got veteran, we have VFWs, we've got the hockey team is always here for it. And now to make it so that everybody gets a chance, we do a lottery in February. Yeah, so and this year I felt bad. We had some people on a waiting list, but we do an actual lottery and pull the names out and go down the list and let them pick their dates.
Well, thank you so much for this opportunity, because it gives some organizations that really won't have the chance to make that much money and a great opportunity. Sometimes the line is just in July. I come in and get a burger, and it's better than McDonald's, I think.
Exactly. Oh, I totally agree. It's getting made right here, and it's getting made by your local community. You're serving them.
Supporting them.
Exactly.
Yep. Cool. Thanks, Kelly. It takes a lot of heart and soul. I can see that your family is a legacy of love. Kelly, moving forward, what is your purpose here?
To keep that legacy that Charlie and my mom's family built that started, at one point there was 4 stores, and Charlie...
Are we 3rd or 4th generation now?
4th.
4th generation.
4th generation grocers.
Mom and pop kind of style.
Love that.
Yeah, and to keep that local small town feel and stay part of the community. I don't want it to change a lot. Like, we still don't do, we don't do the texting coupons yet or things like that. Like, people still like getting their ads in the mail and kind of keeping that
old town,
old school,
hometown.
Yep.
I love that feeling. You come in here, it feels like you know everyone. You guys are always here to also be friendly, and you're approachable and down to earth, and it makes all the difference. So thank you, Charlie. Thank you to the Harvey family for all you do for the community, the funds, just your bright spirit. This is a landmark here in Shawano. This is Jamie Lee signing off for the Business News, reminding you that working with a purpose makes all the difference.